Hello, welcome back to my video. I just want to make an update on my last video about the crime that's happening in New Zealand. You know, you get a lot of comment that says that, well, the thing is, life is a struggle. People are getting poorer, the rich is getting richer, that's why there's more crimes. And I don't think so. I think, you know, there's rich people everywhere, there's poor people everywhere. But over here where I live, this is the beauty of why I like living here in this particular spot, is that no matter how poor you are, there's no crime here. As you would have known, this is my two houses, all mortgage free. I've got to say that all the time. But these are newly built houses, they're modern. But if I just go for a little bike ride, you'll see that there's people living a little bit less than me. Let's go for a little bike ride. Over to our right is some rice field, a bit of a country setting there. So see this guy here, just wood corrugated iron. That's his house. So you can probably tell that he's living in poverty, doesn't make much money. But he doesn't go around and start stealing people's items. We've got a house which has corrugated roof for their window. They do a bit of fishing just to make some money. Here's another house which is, you know, I don't know if anybody lives here. Oh no, there's some items there, some old clothes, some clothes anyway. And then you drive along or you bike along and then you'll see a brand new house like that. So in between this village or this town, you'll see people with money. You know, that's a nice house. And they're living pretty comfortably. And then you'll see people with less. The beautiful thing is that, you know, they try their best to get to make a living. I mean, they've got, you know, crops and stuff that they'll pick and try to sell at the market. You know, so they don't just sit down and just complain and ask for handouts. I'm not picking on anybody, but I'm just telling you how things are around here. You know, so there'll be some couple of shops around. And you know, you've got like tables out here which they'll try to sell some things to you. You know, like little shops in front of their house. So even though there's poverty here, it's not like people are going to go and steal other people's stuff. He's putting up his Christmas decoration. People around here try to grow whatever they can. Try to live a simple life. And that's a real tiny house, that one, but you know, you can live simply. You don't need a big house to live happily. I mean, some people don't even have a concrete pad, they just got dirt for their driveway. Of course, there's going to be laws and regulations for each country. Like over here, you can set up a table, sell something, make something, and nobody bothers you. I know that in New Zealand, if you do that, ICE will come around and close you down straight away. So yeah, a little bit is to blame on the government, but you know, you just have to play by the rules. That house there is just like a shack, really. This corrugated roof, corrugated walls, all rusted, a little bit of grass for the roof. Probably don't make a lot of money, but you know, in New Zealand you're living comfortably, a lot more comfortably than here, but these people are living more happily. And like I said, you know, there's people with money, and then there's people without. But everybody just respects each other. That's a good example. So she sells ice cream and just goes around, rings the bell, and any kids that want to have ice cream, you know. There's no government handout here. It's not like you can go on a dole or on a benefit. You just have to do what you've got to do. I hear a lot of people saying that, you know, they live in poverty, they're a little bit poor, and yes, different story, different situation, which I respect. But if you want to see real poverty, go to India. Go to a place like India. You'll see real poverty there. No government handout. Everybody's begging. Scammers everywhere. So some people, yeah, should be. I hope this kind of like opens your eyes a little bit. Some people should be thankful that they're not living as bad as some people here. But like I said, they might not be living as luxury as places in New Zealand, but they're happy with what they've got. They're thankful for what they've got. Thailand's got their own problems, and one of the big problems is that most people are in debt. They borrow money which they can't afford to pay back, and they're always in debt until they die. That's one of the big problems here. One of the houses we went to look at, he lives in a poorly built house, have little amount of money, but our next door neighbour, he's got a farm, so he helps out the guy by hiring him to do some labour work. So there's a community that can help each other out, and if it's really bad, we've got temples, and temples always got food and a place to stay and sleep. So there's a community here that can help out with poverty if you are that bad with money and finance. You don't need to go and do things to other people. The first builder that we hired to build this house, he's actually quite wealthy, he's well off, he's got all the equipment and tools, diggers and everything. The second team we hired, which is building that one there, his house isn't even complete. So I'm doing him a little bit of favour by giving him more work after he did our fence. And yeah, there's jobs around here which I can do it myself. I just need to buy the tools, the welders and the grinders and everything, and I can just DIY, no problem. But I thought I'll just help out the community my way. I am one of the lucky ones. I always say it, that I'm always blessed, that everything turns out good for me, because I got a job, not very long living here. I got a job, even though I'm not supposed to be working. It's just, you know, the payment goes to my wife, which she allows to get paid for everything, and she helps me. But yeah, we got a job as a family teaching teaching Taekwondo in the school, run a class during school time and run a club after school. So I'm very lucky that I can support us doing that. And if I wanted more money, I just open up more classes. Here, release, in, and when you just step, you go like that, okay? So step, do that, okay? And then you've got to come back. So, foot up, backwards. Foot up, backwards. Right, so you're going to run up, and then just touch the pad with the ball of your foot. Alright. Again. Okay, so everybody be line up. Come up. Okay, so there. Alright.